everyone, so I am here to do my November favorites. I'm jumping back into filming and getting kind of on a schedule, and I'm really excited to be filming again and to get back in the groove of things. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. I have some skincare and makeup and a fashion favorite, which is very rare because I don't focus as much on fashion as I do on makeup, but I just love these, so I had to include them. So the first thing I want to talk about is skin type things, and they're both by the number 7, which is, you can get it at Target, I believe. I don't think Walmart sells it, but I get mine at Target. And this one is the Beautifully Matte Makeup Base, and it says Stop Shine for a matte finish and improves blemishes. And this has salicylic acid, I believe, in it. I feel like I read that. Yes. It says contains cucumber extract to help soothe skin and salicylic acid to help fight against spot-causing bacteria. And this is really nice. I've noticed that this keeps me matte all day and my skin just seems to be better. Like, I don't break out as much. When I do break out, it's not as intense because I use this. I use an acne treatment from the doctor, and I can't use anything with benzoyl peroxide because it'll like magnify the medication that I use, but I'm okay with salicylic acid. That's really hard to say. And so I use this, and it's really nice. I tried the Urban Decay like squeezable de-slick, not the spray, but the actual like cream, and that just like peeled. Like, I would like rub it in and it would just like peel off, and it didn't seem to do anything. So I like this a lot better, and it's a lot less expensive. And the other thing that's by, oh, I guess this isn't by number 7. This is by Botanics, and it is their Power Plants Rose Garden Toning Spritz, and it's just a toner in a spritz form. And I know that you're not supposed to just spray a toner on and leave it because that kind of defeats the purpose, but I really like to spray it on my face and on a cotton round and just go over my entire face with it. And it's just a really nice, like, gentle toner. It's not like an intense like acne, it's just a really light treatment that kind of balances my skin out when I don't want to feel like I'm being really harsh on my skin. I really like this. So day-to-day use, this is really nice. I use this in the morning, at night, and again, I was thinking this was number 7 because I got this at Target, but it's actually the Botanics line, and I really like this. It used to be like a pour-out type bottle, but now they've redone the packaging, I guess, and it's a spritz, but it's the same stuff. Like, it smells the same. It smells a little bit like roses, and it's just a really nice, relaxing kind of smell. The next thing I have is by Cake Beauty, and it's their Be Delectable Lemon and Cream Hand Cream. And this actually, wow, that's bright. I don't know if that's gonna show up, but it's a bright yellow container, and it's just a hand cream. It came in my Ipsy Glam bag this month, and it just smells so nice. I love the Pacifica like Blood Orange, I believe it's called, the one that came out a while ago, and it was a hand cream that I kept in my purse, but I feel like that's such a summer scent, and this is just like a really warm, kind of like a lemon bar smell, and it just smells so good. So I've had that in my purse all month, and I've really, really loved it. The next thing are more of my makeup items. I'm gonna do eyeshadows first. The first eyeshadow that I've really been loving is Sketch by MAC, and this is a really well-known color. It's kind of a mid-tone, purpley, I don't know, really dark purple with some kind of pink sparkles, just very slight pink sparkle in it. And I really like it for liner, like underneath the eye. I like to put a gray base down and just kind of smudge this along the lash line, and it looks really nice. I find that shadows that have kind of a sheen, they don't define my eyes as well, and so then if I turn in certain lights it looks brighter, and so I don't get that color under the eye that I'm wanting. But this is not matte, but it's not shimmery or have a sheen on it. It just has a little bit of sparkle, and it's just really nice, and it really makes my green eyes stand out. Well, when my eyes are green, because my eyes kind of change, but I've really been liking that. Not so much for the crease, but again, just lining the eyes. And then I have been using my Naked 2 palette a lot. I went back and forth about liking this for a long time because I had really liked the original Naked palette because it was more warm, and I tend to like more warm colors on me. But this one I've just been using a lot lately, specifically the Suspect and Snakebite. So this one right here on the lid and this one in the crease, and it's actually what I'm wearing today. And it's a really nice, just all over. I don't know, it's just a really good combination, and it's not, those are actually more of the warmer colors in the palette. But during the fall and winter, I just find that this palette, is much more versatile for me, because I like the kind of cooler and purples and grays in the fall and winter, whereas in the summer I tend to like the more browns and kind of more bronzy colors. The next, another palette actually, this is by Sephora, and it's a little shadow book. I'm not sure what it's called because it doesn't have it anywhere on there. I want to say it was like a desert palette. That could be totally off. But anyways, this I picked it up with their VIB sale, and I actually was looking for something that was kind of less expensive. I don't know why. I just was like, I need something that's like $10, and this happened to be $10. I think it's normally $16, but it was on sale for $10, and it is just a really nice palette. It's got a really nice array of colors. You have your kind of like brighter colors and pinks and purples, and then browns and greens, and then whites, grays, and blacks, and then it has a bronzer and a blush, which the blush is looking really white on camera, but I won't know till I edit. But they're just really nice colors, and I think this would be really good for beginners. And it's a Sephora brand palette, and they're really pigmented, but they don't go on like crazy. You can kind of see how they're really pigmented. That's the purple on the end. And they're just really, really pretty colors. And I was saying, they go on, but they don't go on so pigmented that you're like blending and going crazy, and then you have weird lines. It's just, it goes on kind of a little bit lighter, and then you can really build it up, and you can get that really intense color payoff that, you know, you're looking for. And I mean, you can see, like, those are pigmented. Those are not pigmented shadows. They're really, really nice, and they're really, really beautiful colors, and I feel like I can do a lot of different looks, and it's really small. Like, it's just like the size of my hand, which is nice. The bronzer, the blush, they're not my favorite, but I use them. Like, when I'm just kind of trying to get ready in a hurry and just do something, I'll use them really quick. My complaint kind of is that they're so small that you have to use a really angled brush to actually get in there to get it on. But I bought it purely for the shadows, and I absolutely love it for that. I've got to whip off my hands. The next thing I have is a lipstick, and this is not new, and in fact I'm sure they've like repackaged them since then, but this is by Revlon, and it's a super lustrous lipstick, Pearl, which I assume is the finish, and it's in Iced Mocha, and it looks like crazy dark, but that's the color, and I really like it. I'm wearing it today with Laura Mercier's Bare Pink over top, and I really like this for the fall and winter because I know it's like a brown, and everyone says brown lips make you look old, but I just like it. I think it gives you kind of a more defined lip, and it's just deeper for the fall, and I don't know, I just really like it. But it's just kind of a brown bronzy color that's just really nice, and you can get it at the drugstore, and they're really inexpensive. My sister actually borrowed this when she was home from college, and we went and bought her one because she loved it so much, so I really, really like that. The last three things, other than my fashion favorites, are blushes. I've just really been into blush lately. The first is the Rockateur blush by Benefit, and I know that everyone's talked about this, and it's, you know, yeah. It's just a beautiful, like, rosy color, and it's so pretty. It's got a gorgeous sheen without being sparkly, and it's very natural. I use this with a little bit more of a denser brush, just because it is a little bit more on the lighter side of a blush, and so a more dense blush kind of picks it up and looks really nice on the cheeks. But I just absolutely love that for an everyday kind of look that's not really pigmented, that's just kind of a natural look. And I know everyone's talked about it, so I won't beat a dead horse, but I just absolutely love it. It's just such a nice color, and I went back and forth forever on buying it because I was like, do I really need another like peachy pink blush? But this is just so different. It has a different sheen, it has a different look on the face. It's just a really, really nice product. I find that it has kind of a similar effect to the ambient powders, where it's just kind of a blurring kind of effect on your cheeks, where it makes your imperfections kind of disappear. I find that with this blush, and I think that's why I really love it. The next blush is by NYX and it's called Red Cheeks. And it's rather bright. I'm also wearing this today. I love this with like the Real Techniques stippling brush. It's just such a nice color. It's so bright and I just love that. I'm beginning to kind of find that the brighter the blush sometimes, the more natural those can look than deeper blushes. And I just love this just right on the cheeks. It gives such a, like, just been out in the cold type, like, I don't want to say frostbitten because that's kind of scary, but it's just kind of that rosy, like just in from the cold look, and I just love that. It's just such a pretty color, and it looks really scary in the pan, but just with a light hand it's so pretty. And kind of along those same lines is this blush by Tarte, and it's called Fantastic, and this you can see is kind of a bright baby doll pink. Let's go back here. But it looks really bright, but I'm finding that on the cheeks it just looks a little bit more natural. It's just a really nice kind of flesh color, which is just really beautiful, and so I really liked that. I know in the spring I'll use it a lot too, but even during the winter when it's starting to get cold, that just a little bit of rosiness on your cheeks I think is really flattering and pretty. The last thing I have is a fashion favorite, and I don't normally talk about a lot of fashion stuff on this channel, but I just absolutely loved these and had to talk about them. And these are slippers from Target, and they look like this, and they're so cute. They've got the kind of like sparkly gold flecks in it, and they're gray, and they kind of hit just above the ankle. They're not too tall, but they're just so comfy. I think they were $24 at Target, and I went, I want to say last week, and I found them, and there was like 2 more pairs, and I went down a size. I normally wear a 7.5, and I think these were like 5 to 6s, but I really liked the kind of smaller, like hug your foot type feel in slippers. And I just think these are so adorable for around the house. They have this little like metal, like sparkly bands, like detail. I just think that is so cute, and I just absolutely love these, and they're so cozy for the winter time. So that is everything for my November favorites, things that I've been absolutely loving this month. Tell me below what you've been loving for the month of November as it's starting to get a little more chilly. There's a lot of fun accessories that people are wearing, and colors and lip colors and cheek colors, and it's just, I love the fall winter time purely because of the makeup and wardrobe that I get to wear. So anyways, I hope you're having a great week, and happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!